We're here today at the Democratic State Convention with Gail Goode, who is hoping to challenge Senator Kirsten Gillibrand in a Democratic primary, but what's been your experience so far?
Well, I have to tell you this. Folks are very excited. I know that you see Gillibrand signs and things, but I came up with my 40-foot bus that said Gail Goode because I'm a former transit attorney. And I came up with placards and buttons and water, and people are very excited because a lot of New Yorkers want a primary. They're watching, they're looking across the United States, and they realize everybody else is having a primary, but New York is not. And New Yorkers deserve a primary. And what's interesting is that on the AG level, Attorney General's level, they have decided to put 5 candidates on the ballot. And when I asked one of the officials why that is, they said because they spent the year raising money. Okay, fair enough. But there were plenty of folks. There was Israel, there was Maloney, there was McCarthy, and there was Ford. And all of them were willing to run, but they were muscled out because people outside of New York have made a determination. And that determination is that there should be no primary in New York.
Are you talking about the White House specifically, or?
I'm saying forces outside of New York State.
So what's been specifically your experience here at the convention? I mean, you're walking around, you said, you put up signs, the signs are apparently no longer in evidence. What's going on?
Well, that I found interesting because, I'm a no-name candidate at this point, so I shouldn't be a threat to anyone. But today when I was walking along the floor and I wanted to try to get on the ballot for 10 people, 10 delegates, because that way they could put my name forth and they could, folks could decide whether or not if I got 25% of the vote, I could be on the ballot. Well, there were folks from the other side who were, when I was having a conversation, muscling in and saying, don't you vote for her, don't you do that. And then my posters were ripped down. Anything that said Gail Goode was ripped down. Yesterday we put them up, they were ripped down. We had little placards, they were ripped down. Anything that did not say who the party has made a determination should be the senator, they were voted down. They were taken down.
So how does this whole experience feel make you feel? How are you going to walk out of here eventually?
Oh, I'm going to walk out of here with my head held high because at the end of the day, folks who did not know Gail Goode, they know her today. They know that this is an attorney who's been working for the city of New York for 24 years in some capacity. They know that this is a woman who, unlike a lot of New Yorkers, can talk to anybody, anywhere, anytime, any place. That my first job out of college, because I married a nice black guy from Iowa, and I work for John Deere, and I can speak to farmers. So I can speak to people upstate and downstate, in between Long Island, Westchester. It's okay. I'm not afraid. So I would hope that no one else is afraid, because at the end of the day, New Yorkers deserve a primary. We are no different than anyone else.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.